everyone, I'm Amanda with Sweet Pieces, and welcome. We're going to be talking about how to paint with General Finishes furniture paint. So we carry a couple different lines of paint here at Sweet Pieces. This is one of our faves. The reason we carry this paint is because it serves the need of a modern finish paint. So we also carry a matte finish paint, which gives us more of that old world type of a finish, but the General Finishes paint is really fantastic for more of that like modern type of a finish. So you can see you can either do like a flat, more of a flat version, or you can get more of that shiny glossy type of a look as well. And that actually depends on what type of a top coat you use, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Let me first talk to you about how do you actually get started painting with it. So this paint, you do need to do a little bit of prep work to use it, but I promise you it'll be worth it. And I will tell you a little secret, I'm a lazy DIYer, so I don't like to do prep work. I never thought I was going to use this paint because you have to do a little bit of prep work, but I promise you it's really, really not that much. So what do you have to do? So first thing you want to do is you want to clean it with denatured alcohol and water. So we are a one-stop shop here. We carry everything you need. We carry the denatured alcohol. We also carry the spray bottles if you don't have one. So you'll get a spray bottle, you'll fill it up half denatured alcohol water, half denatured alcohol, half water, and then there's your mix. So now we're going to spritz this on. I'm using my favorite towels, which are shop towels. We also carry these if you don't have any at home. But these are really durable. They don't have lint like regular paper towels. They stay nice and tidy. So you can see some of the gunk that's kind of coming off on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this down. And we're just going to do one side of this table just to show you how to actually get started with this. And then I would normally give that like a couple minutes to dry. And then I'm going to give it a light sanding. So that's what always scared me about this product was the light sanding, because I don't want to sand. I mean, that's why I started using the matte finish paints, because you don't have to sand, strip, or prime. But this product really does give you that nice, smooth, modern finish. So I said, I got to at least try it. I got to see how much work this is. And it's really not bad, I promise. So this is an Ultraflex sanding pad. I love these. They are so, so nice. And they work really great. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to lightly sand. Are you timing me? I hope you're timing me. Okay, so that's as much sanding as you need to do. You're just sanding to break the surface tension. So just a really quick sand. And then I'm going to use a tack cloth to just wipe off the dust. And of course, we also carry that here. So if you're sitting home and you don't feel like going out and shopping for all kinds of supplies, you could just hop right on our website and we have everything there for you. We usually ship the same day. And depending on where you are in the country, you'll have it within a couple of days. So you just take your tack cloth, and you can see the dust coming off, and you just wipe it down. Okay, so I'm going to be extra cautious here. Go back, just wipe this down one more time. Okay, and then basically I'm ready. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to get my paint out. So this is actually a custom color that we made for a client. We had to match a fabric that they had, and this went on the insides of the drawers for a dresser. So we used Key West Blue and Blue Moon. So let me show you what those both look like in their pure form. So this is the Key West Blue, and this is the Blue Moon. So we used these two colors together. I think we did 1 part Blue Moon, 2 parts Key West. So basically you can make up your own mixes if you'd like. This paint is made with real pigment, which makes it very, very saturated. And why would you want to use this paint over other types of acrylic paint? So I will tell you, I've tested a lot of products, and this product, it pretty much blew my mind when I first started using it. Um, General Finishes is a really fantastic company. They actually manufacture and develop all of their products right here in the United States in Wisconsin. And this particular product has a proprietary resin system that only General Finishes uses and makes the product really, really hard and durable. So it's a pretty spectacular product, and it was actually formulated for furniture. So your typical latex paints that you get at the paint store, they're really formulated for your walls. They're not formulated for your furniture. So this is a product that's specifically formulated for furniture, and it works fabulous. So what am I using here? What kind of a brush? So I searched high and low to figure out what type of a brush to use with this, because we normally use our matte finish paint brushes on the other line of paint we carry. And while they worked okay, I felt like it just wasn't the right type of a brush. So we came across Klingon. I've been hearing about them for a long time. I'm finally jumping on the bandwagon. This is a really, really fantastic brush. So this is a synthetic bristle, but it's very, very dense. Normally, like your regular, purdy type of a brush is not quite as dense as this. And I don't know, these are a different type of a bristle. I'm telling you, this will blow your mind if you use these brushes. If you want to give them a try without spending money, come on by the shop and we'll let you use our brushes any day of the week. So so let me mention this. You want to make sure you stir this paint. Do not shake your General Finishes paint. You'll get bubbles in it. So you want to just make sure you give it a really good stir. Now this paint, it's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick paint, so that's normal. If you take it out of the can and you feel like, oh my gosh, this is so thick, that's totally normal. And now I'm going to just paint this on. Now what we say about General Finishes paint is you need to apply it pretty liberally. The other line of paint we carry, we usually tell customers you want to apply it thinly. This paint you want to apply a little bit more liberally than you would be applying the other product that we carry. So, I'm just dipping and painting. This paint is incredibly self-leveling. I've actually never seen anything quite like it. If you think you have brush strokes in your finish when you start, they won't be there when you finish. It's really pretty amazing. So you can see I'm layering this on. The other thing about this paint, you want to brush it on and just leave it. You don't have to, don't keep going back over it. And you can see here, this is so pigmented. It's a very highly pigmented paint, and it just covers so beautifully. So I'm probably going over that like way too much. Now, you can also paint kitchen cabinets with this paint, as well as the Jolie matte finish paint that we carry as well. But they do kitchen cabinets so beautifully, both of the paints. You just want to make sure that when you're doing your kitchen cabinets that you really, really clean them. You clean them really, really well. So that's, using that denatured alcohol and water, your light sanding, and then your tack cloth if you're doing the General Finishes paint. And I'm probably going over this way too much, so I'm showing you what not to do. You want to just get that paint on there and leave it be. And that's pretty much it. So how many coats of this paint do you do? Well, it depends. If you do one coat and you feel like it's solid and covered, then you can leave it. You could just do one coat. If you feel like you need to add another coat for better coverage, then go for it. It also depends on the color you're using. These, like mid-tone type of colors, they cover really, really beautifully. The grays cover really nicely. This is called Reverent Gray, one of my favorite colors. It's a beautiful taupey, beigey. It's not really a color. It's more of a neutral. These colors cover really beautifully. If you get into the super highly pigmented colors, like the bright, bright yellow and the bright, bright greens, those tend to take quite a few more coats for coverage. Even the Snow White, which is our purest white, but then those mid-tone colors, they make it a little bit easier for coverage, which is good. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about top coat. Okay, we are back and we are dry. So we have put one coat of our General Finishes furniture paint onto our table here. We did it in a custom mix of Key West Blue and Blue Moon. Gorgeous color. And I'm using my Klingon brush. So quick note, if you are walking away from your paint project here for, I would say, more than 15 to 20 minutes, you should wrap your brush in plastic wrap or wash it. This actually, we did let this sit for a little while, and it is a little gunkier than I would like it to be. This paint is an acrylic base. So if you let your brushes dry, they're going to be ruined. Now with our matte finish paint, you could let that paint dry and you could get it off 3 days later. With this, it ain't coming off, so you got to make sure that you protect those brushes. So all I'm doing here is I'm just adding another coat. Same way, I didn't do any kind of prep work on the actual piece this time. I basically just stirred, I dipped, and I'm painting. And again, I'm not going to be overworking this. I'm just kind of getting the paint on there, laying it on. So once this dries, how long does it take to dry? This paint takes about an hour, maybe a little bit less to dry. And then you could go ahead with your second coats. And then after your second coat dries, you're going to go ahead and top coat. So I'm going to show you that in another video. Definitely hop on our YouTube channel and check that out. But basically what we would use to top coat is going to be it's going to be a high performance top coat. This is a fabulous product. We sell it in either flat, satin, or gloss. Okay, so give you a little how-to here. So here it is flat, satin, or gloss. You can kind of see the different sheen levels. Okay. We also carry an exterior version. So if you're painting something that goes outside, the General Finishes furniture paint is actually suitable for exterior use, but to give it extra protection, you can use the exterior 450. But basically, your high performance top coats are going to go on like a typical top coat with either a top coat pad or a nice high quality synthetic brush. So again, check out our next top coat video to see how you do that, and that is super easy peasy, just like everything else we do here at Sweet Pieces. So if you're looking for product, you need help, jump online, sweetpieces.com. Everything that we talk about, we have here in the store. I have aimed to be a one-stop shop from day one. I always hated going from store to store to find all my supplies. So we make it very, very easy for you. If you don't live close enough, then of course you do have to shop online with us, but we would love for you to come visit us here on Long Island in our Huntington location. 10,000 square feet of home decor, vintage, DIY goodness. It will be such a trip, so you definitely have to come and visit us. But visit us online if you can't get here. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching. Want to learn more? Subscribe now.